LA Chargers, not the Buffalo Bills. And Anthony Lynn, their coach, is 2-0 in these matchups against Buffalo.
So am I going to
take the Chargers? No, I'm not. I'm taking the Buffalo Bills. I expect it to be a really close game. But in close games, the Bills are 5-1. The Chargers are 2-7. I'll take the Bills.
And that's the thing, when you have empty statistics like that, Rex, because you got to finish. You got to finish to win these games in the league. And the LA Chargers haven't been able to do that. I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills. Prevent the big play, though. Because I tell you, this Herbert kid, he doesn't care. He'll drop back and he will just sling it downfield. So I'll take the Bills. Hasselbeck, you think the Chargers can get this done?
Man, I want to pick the Chargers. I really do. This is a great quarterback matchup. And the Chargers are a team that is much better than people give them credit for. However, I think the Buffalo Bills could be one of the best teams in the AFC. And I think, I said it last week, I think they're a Super Bowl caliber team. So I can't go against Buffalo. I love Josh Allen. I love how he's playing. That Buffalo defense will come on eventually like they played last year. We haven't seen it much this year. But I think Buffalo's a little too tough. And I agree with Rex. Close game, I take Buffalo.
Yeah, look, no John Brown for the Bills today. That's a big deal. I think the Chargers, I mean, if you look at the two quarterbacks, I might even take the Chargers quarterback for the next 10 years over the Bills quarterback, even though they've both been playing well. I'm basically saying all this to say we're all in agreement once again, and I am on the Bills too. I wanted to. I'm with Matt. I wanted to. Let's get to the Giants and the Bengals. The Giants creeping up on people. I mean, anybody in the NFC East, I guess. But who do you think wins this game without
I think
Joe
the
Burrow?
Cincinnati Bengals, with their franchise quarterback being out, I think they're going to still struggle. Defensive coordinator for the New York Giants, Patrick Graham. He might have 12 on the field today. He might send himself in for a blitz, Rex. Going with the New York Giants on the road.
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen their franchise quarterback play for the Cincinnati Bengals, but that was a different situation. Not handled great by Zach Taylor, and he pays for it today. Give me the Giants.
There may be a different outcome with Burrow in there, but Patrick Graham, and he's got players like Blake Martinez, who's playing good, Jabril Peppers, Logan Ryan. I'm also on the Giants. Who you got, Matt?
Yeah, I don't like this Giants offense. A lot of drama. I think they're still looking for an identity, but I do like the Giants defense. And for the last month and a half, they've been doing a great job of getting takeaways. And for that reason, I'll take the New York Giants.
Matt, I actually do like the Giants. Their offense is looking better. Daniel Jones hasn't thrown the ball away the last two games. I think that's a big deal. I will say Giovanni Bernard for the Bengals is active today, so that gives them a little bit of help, but I still think it's not enough, and the Giants get the win as they, I think, end up maybe winning the NFC East. Little prediction here early. Let's bring in Morton Adam for some Subway good calls as teams release their latest actives and inactives. Who's playing and who's not, guys?
Well, welcome back, Sam Darnold. After a second two-game absence for the New York Jets, he'll take the game away from Joe Flacco, and maybe not by coincidence. I've had player sources tell me that Adam Gase, the head coach, will resume his responsibilities as the primary play caller. Probably not a coincidence. Gase and Darnold's future down the stretch is going to be decided at the end of the year. That's the belief. Adam?
And more, the Miami Dolphins are turning back to a familiar face as their starting quarterback, Ryan Fitzpatrick, as Tua Tagovailoa is officially inactive today for the Miami Dolphins. Hurt his thumb during the week throwing, banged it on a helmet, and the Dolphins did not even keep him up today. They will turn back to Fitzpatrick, who gets back his starting job today against his former Jets team. That should be a boost for the Dolphins offense. You take a look at the other actives and inactives today. The Falcons will have Hayden Hurst. The Chargers get back Austin Eckler. The 49ers get back Raheem Mostert. And we talked about quarterbacks. Gardner Minshew still out for the Jaguars, Sam.
Thanks, guys. Let's head back to Foxborough, where Cam Newton gets his first look at Kyler Murray today, coming off that loss against the Texans last week. Although he did have his second 300-yard passing game in that one. But today, it's all about just...
Right there. Ain't no pulling no flags in that one, Randy.
Tell us more about life in the Natty, Rex. Just kidding. Meanwhile, the Niners on the road in L.A. today. Some COVID restriction complications, but for now... they face the Rams. Nick Mullins expected to get his fifth start. Look, Jared Goff is coming off of the best game of his season, throwing for 376 yards and 3 touchdowns against the Buccaneers in that Monday Night Football game. But He threw for a season low 198 yards in the Week 6 loss to the 49ers. Goff is playing with one of the best defenses in the NFL, no doubt about that, led by Aaron Donald. The Rams are allowing the fewest yards per game in the league, and they're giving up the second fewest points per game. For more on what's been a difficult matchup for the Rams as of late, we head to Inglewood where we find our Lindsay Theory. Good morning, Lindsay.
Good morning, Sam. The Rams buzzed all week with a renewed energy and excitement after back-to-back wins over the Seahawks and Bucks, and they tell me they're not concerned about a letdown today against the injury-plagued Niners, who they've lost 3 straight games to. Jared Goff telling me they've had our number. I asked Aaron Donald what needs to change. Donald saying, we aren't going to come out flat. We're going to play the way we've been playing, and if anything, we're going to be a little more up, because last time we weren't at our best. Now, the Rams' preparation for the Niners was disrupted Friday when Sean McVay canceled practice because of a brief COVID scare. But Jalen Ramsey says he's not concerned about the break in routine. Ramsey telling me we're going to be well rested and we're going to bring the juice. Sam?
Yeah, Lindsay, no doubt this time of year, I think a little extra rest isn't such a bad thing. Time to take a look at our standings. Begrudgingly, Rex is
I'm on top, but I got bullied last week.
He's coming.
You got bullied by
I got bullied last week.
Who did you get bullied by?
I got bullied.
Nobody
the
bullied
5'6"
you.
girl
I got
on
bullied.
set.
No.
That's what he's worried about. Let's pick this game Lindsay was just talking about. 49ers and Rams. This one, home game for the Rams. Who are you taking?
Well, as much love I got for the Rams, I keep saying this one guy's name every week, and he hasn't showed up as of lately, so I'm going to keep his name out my mouth and go to the offensive side for the L.A. Rams. I'm talking about Jared Goff and what he's done for the past 2 weeks. I like what him and Cooper Kupp is doing, so I'm going to go with the L.A. Rams at home.
You know, the thing's concerning me. You heard Lindsay talk about 3 straight losses to these Niners. They have their number, but today, man, the Rams, you gotta prove your mettle. You're in a tight race with the Seahawks for first. I think they get it done today.
Yeah, I love how the Rams defense is playing, and I don't know if you're talking about Aaron Donald because
I don't want to say his
he
name,
hasn't been
bro.
getting the sack, but I'm telling you, he still has an effect on the game in terms of creating sacks for his teammates or creating pressures like this right here. Watch how quickly he beats the double team. He gets in Nick Foles' face. Quarterback sees that. We actually have a reroute on the running back coming out the backfield. That's a tight end. Then all of a sudden, boom, he gets the sack. Now, is that a good pass rush? That's Aaron Donald right there. And that doesn't show up in the stats. But watch this. If a quarterback sees that move on film, that's with a jump club looking like a spider monkey, you would throw an incompletion too. And that's what happens. And that's the threat. The threat of Aaron Donald. Not big in the stat sheets, but still, he shows up so fast. Boom, right there. That quarterback knows who that is. That quarterback knows what to do with it. Get rid of it as quickly as you can. And that's sort of the unstatistical effect of Aaron Donald. Hasselback, who you got?
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I got the Rams as well. Sam said it, 376 yards passing and 3 touchdowns last time we saw Jared Goff. Jared Goff and Cooper Kupp, I don't think we talk about those guys enough. With